In the passing section, there will be a closer look into 3 different styles of passing. For each style, the way of passing and the main points of using the style are presented. Additionally, there will be some model drills for each passing style. The forehand pass is the fastest pass and the pass that is used the most. When performing the forehand pass, the ball is kept in front of the body. The force of the pass can be controlled with upper body and arm cooperation. The use of strength is visible in the bending of the shaft. The ball is released from the blade before it passes the front leg. The wrist moves quickly and becomes locked when the pass is performed. Forehand pass from the front. Notice the front leg, upper body, and arms are all working together. It is good to start with stationary practicing. When the players can perform the passing drill stationary, movement can be added to the exercise. You can modify the exercise by adding more speed and changing the distance between the players. Forehand pass with follow-through is an accurate pass that's well suited for opening the game, but it takes time to execute it. The pass starts with the ball and stick behind the body, ball touching the blade at all times. The force of the pass is obtained through upper body rotation and arm cooperation. Look up to see the desired target before passing. The blade is drawn from behind towards the target with increasing speed. You can steer the pass by changing the angle of the blade. The aerial pass with follow-through is appropriate when performing long-distance openings. This pass is useful in situations when the ball needs to be lifted over an obstacle, for example a stick, in 2-against-1 situations. The aerial pass is otherwise performed in the same way as the forehand pass, but the ball is lifted in the air by changing the angle of the blade just before the ball is released. When practicing in pairs, you should not only concentrate on the passing, but also the receiving of the pass. A backhand pass allows the game to be played quicker. It can be performed by pushing or hitting the ball with the back of the blade. The grip in the backhand pass is two-handed, but the hands are brought closer together than in the forehand pass. The backhand pass performed by hitting the ball. The ball should be hit with the middle part of the blade or with the part closer to the shaft. The backhand pass performed by pushing with a soft touch. There should be rotation in the upper body when performing the pass. The power of the pass is obtained by pushing the ball softly. Take notice of the clear pushing movement of the stick and the crossing of the opposite leg in front. When practicing the backhand pass with one touch, remember to move the stick back to the forehand side after passing. In this exercise, there are two lines facing each other. The ball is passed to the first player in the opposite line. After passing, move to the end of the opposite line. The players are divided into three lines which form a triangle. The ball is passed to the opposite line, and the player giving the pass then moves to the line to which he did not pass. The players are placed in a star formation. Two players are in the spot from where the first pass is given. The ball is passed in a counterclockwise direction, skipping one player. After the pass, the player should move to the line that he passed the ball to. The players are divided into four lines, which are placed in the corners and on the middle line. The ball is passed from the corner to the midfield, and from there with quick passes to the other corner. While the ball is moving round the field, the player that passed the first pass is running to the center. From the corner, the ball is passed to the center, and the player receiving the pass finishes the drill with a shot. The ball moves counterclockwise, and the players move clockwise. The players are divided into three lines, one in the corner and two on the middle line. The ball is passed in the direction of the middle line to the other line and then a quick pass to the corner. The player in the corner receives the ball and starts moving with the ball behind the goal. The player who passed follows the pass towards the center, and the ball is passed to him from the player behind the goal. The player that passed the first pass now moves to the center with correct timing. The ball is passed to the center and the player finishes the drill with a shot. The players change lines clockwise. The players are divided into three lines, one on the middle line and in both corners. The player in the corner starts dribbling forwards along the boards at the same time as the player in the middle line moves towards the center. The player in the center becomes an option and receives the pass. After receiving the pass, the player in the center changes direction and continues the drill by passing to the third player on the other side that moves there from the corner. The player who has received the ball on the side starts moving towards the corner and tries to hide the drop pass as long as possible. The player who is in the middle line has moved to the side to help the player with the ball. The ball is dropped to the player on the side. He passes a diagonal pass to the player who started the drill, and he shoots directly. The players will change lines clockwise. The players are placed into 3 spots, one behind the goal, one on the middle line, and one in the opposite corner. The player behind the goal starts moving with the ball towards the corner and passes the ball to the player who has moved from the center of the middle line towards the side. The player who passed the ball continues his movement and gets the ball back. The player with the ball passes with a hard pass to the player who is running up from the corner, and he continues the ball directly with one touch to the player who has come to support along the boards. This player also continues the ball directly to the player running in the center who finishes the drill with a shot. The player who was behind the goal will move to the opposite corner, from corner to center and from center to the line behind the goal. Passes can be received with either stick or body. Cushioning the ball is important when receiving a pass. After receiving, be ready to continue playing immediately. When receiving the ball on the floor, remember to move your stick forwards and take the ball into control with flexible hands. And as the ball comes, cushion your stick backwards and receive the ball smoothly with the blade. Dribbling can be done with both forehand and backhand, and it is also possible to alter and combine these two sides. Dribbling is needed when the player is moving the ball to the offensive zone and also in order to maintain ball possession. Dribbling exercises should always be done at game-like speed. You need good moving and coordination skills, together with stick-body coordination, to make successful fakes. We present only fakes done with the body or the stick. It is also possible to practice other tricks. Start practicing a new fake first by visualizing it, then with slow speed, and finally by overemphasize stick and body movements. If you succeed with the fake, remember to do a quick change in running speed to obtain more time and space. First fake to one side, then fake to the other side, and after that, do a quick change in running speed. Here you can see a body fake done twice in a row. First fake to the right side, then fake to the left side, then once again to the right side, and after that, do a quick change in running speed. In the shooting section, there will be a closer look at 3 different shooting styles: short wrist shot, drag shot, and slap shot. The short wrist shot is an accurate and a fast style of shooting. With the short wrist shot, it is possible to adjust the use of force in the middle of performing it. The short wrist shot is the easiest style to shoot directly from a pass. In the same way as the forehand pass, the ball is released from the blade close to the front leg. Compared to passing, the use of strength is more efficient, which is seen in the bending of the shaft. It is useful to practice shots from passes coming from different directions. The drag shot is an accurate and forceful shot, but it takes a long time to execute the drag. The force of the shot is obtained by the rotation of the upper body and the shaft of the stick. The slap shot is a very powerful shot, and the execution takes time and space. The force of the shot is obtained by the cooperation of the body rotation and the stick. The blade must hit the floor just before hitting the ball so the shot can be powerful. The bended shaft of the stick gives power to the shot. Shooting skills and scoring can be practiced in different competitions. The shooting exercises should be kept simple in order to have lots of repetition. In this scoring game, the players and the balls are situated on the middle line. The scoring must be done with a defined shot, and the shot must be performed before the cones. When the team has scored the defined amount of goals, the shooting style changes. The players are divided into two lines on both sides of the middle line. There are balls on both sides. A player passes to the other line and runs in the same direction as his pass. The first player in the other line passes the ball back with one touch. The player receives the pass and shoots towards the goal. There are two lines on either sides of the middle line, and there are balls in both lines. A player passes to the other line and starts running towards the closest goal post. The first player in the other line passes the ball in front of the running player, who shoots directly. The players are divided into four lines, two in the corners and two at the middle line. The exercise starts when the goalkeeper is beside the front post. The player in the corner passes the ball across the field to the player who shoots directly. The same is done as a mirror image from the other corner. Make sure that the goalkeeper is ready before starting. The players are divided into two lines on both sides of the middle line. The player without the ball runs towards the front post of the goal. The player with the ball in the other line passes a bouncing aerial pass, and the player close to the goal tries to score. There is one line in each corner. The player runs to the area in front of the goal, and the first player from the opposite line passes an aerial pass. The player in front of the goal tries to score. The same drill as the one before, but this time the pass comes from the same line as the shooter. There are some basic game situations which occur often. We present the 1-on-1, the 2-on-1, and the 3-on-2 situations. The basic idea is to make the fake so that you can move to the best possible scoring position. Fake towards the boards, and then you have the space to move towards the middle. Make a quick change in running speed. Be precise in the scoring. The players are standing next to each other, facing the ball. The coach passes the ball and the players start moving simultaneously. The player that reaches the ball first plays forward, and the other player plays defense. The players are standing side by side and facing the corner. The coach or another player is behind them with the ball. The ball is passed to the corner. When the players see the ball, they start running to the corner, and the one who reaches the ball first plays forward. The players are standing side by side, and the player closer to the boards has the ball. The player with the ball decides when he starts moving, and his aim is to find the easiest way to the goal. Players are divided into two lines, one on the side and one at the center. The player in the center line passes to the side, and the player on the side tries to run with the ball straight towards the goal, as the other player tries to defend him from behind. One line at the center with the balls, and two players in front of the goal. The player standing in front is the forward, and the player standing behind is the defender. The forward moves towards the line so that he can receive the pass. The ball is passed to the forward from the middle line, and when he receives the ball, he tries to score as fast as possible. The players and the balls are divided into four lines, two in the corners and two at the middle line. The player with the ball starts moving from the corner and challenges someone from the three other lines in a one-on-one situation by being the defender. Then a player from the mid-line challenges one of the other three lines. After this, a player from another line in the midfield challenges a player from the other three lines. Finally, the player from the other corner challenges a player from one of the other three lines. The players change lines so that there are enough players in each line. In two-on-one situations, the forwards always have a power play in the zone, and they should be able to take advantage of the situation. The forwards start moving from the corners and pass the ball between each other. When the forwards reach a scoring position, the defender has to make a choice. Will he try to block the passing lane or challenge the player with the ball? Forwards should be able to read the defenders and each other's movements in order to take advantage of the power play. Forwards form lines in both corners, and defenders make one line at midfield. One forward passes the ball to the defender, who shoots a slap shot directly from the pass. The other forward takes the ball, and the forwards circle through the midfield towards the net. The forwards try to take advantage of the power play. The players are divided into 3 lanes, one in both corners and one at midfield. A defender moves from the corner with the ball and passes to one of the lines of forwards. After receiving the ball, the forwards try to take advantage of the power play. A player from the corner starts moving with the ball and challenges a player from one of the 3 other lines with a pass for a one-on-one situation. Then the challenged player passes to one of the remaining lines and invites a forward with him to play in a 2-on-2 situation. The exercise continues so that the player from the midline challenges another player to a one-on-one situation, and after this invites another player from the remaining 2 lines with a pass to join in a 2-on-1 situation. The exercise goes through all lines in turn. The coach passes the ball to the corner, and when the players see the ball, they race to the corner to get it. The player who gets the ball is the defender, whose aim is to make a controlled pass back to the coach. The 2 players who did not get the ball are the forwards, and they try to take the ball away from the defender. If the forwards manage to get the ball, they try to score. Forwards are in 2 lines near the side of the rink. The defenders have the balls in the midfield and are facing the forwards they will play against. The defender passes to the forward closest to the boards, that passes it with one touch to the other forward who is moving towards the goal. The forwards will try to move straight towards the goal and take advantage of the power play. In 3-on-2 situations, the forwards have one more player, so they should be able to take advantage of the power play in the best way possible. The forwards are divided into 3 lines at the end of the rink. Defenders are ready in the middle zone. The forward in the center line passes to the side and follows his pass. The player receiving the ball passes a quick diagonal pass to the 3rd forward and follows his own pass by supporting him from behind. The forwards should move so that they create both vertical and horizontal space in the offensive area, forcing the defenders to choose the players they will mark. When the 3-on-3 situation is over, the defenders will attack 2-on-1 against the lowest forwards towards the other side of the rink. The 2 other forwards will stay in the middle zone and play defense in the next phase of the exercise. Two of the forwards are in the corner, and one is in front of the goal. The defenders defend the zone so that one plays against the player with the ball and the other will defend in front of the net. The forwards try to take advantage of the power play and to score as directly as possible. The defenders stand in front of the goal facing the field. Forwards are in 3 lines facing the goal. The goalkeeper throws the ball to the corner, and the forwards will be the first to see where the ball is thrown. The players race to the ball, and if the forward reaches the ball first, they will try to take advantage of the power play. If the defenders reach the ball first, they will try to give a controlled pass to the middle zone, for example, to the coach. In this section, there will be exercises which can be used to develop both individual and team skills. In this section, there will be exercises which can be used to develop both individual and team skills. Here is an example of how a technical circuit can be built. Here are some examples of how the penalty shot can be executed. The ground rule is that if the goalkeeper moves towards you, then fake, but if the goalkeeper stays in the goal, then shoot.